Today on Steve Rob Reviews, we're on an adventure. I'm going to try something I never did before, and well, this here is the unit on the bottom of a post hole digger. I showed last year how to dig a post hole for your post and all the fancy ins and outs and do's and don'ts of putting in a fence post. If you want, I'll put a link down below. You can check that out. But today, guess what we're doing? We're digging a well. I'll take you off the tripod. I'll show you what I got planned. You guys let me know if you think this is going to work out. And if you're wondering why this is all greasy and I got gloves on, well, I like to keep this nice and sharp. And I spray it with white lithium grease so it doesn't rust in between the seasons. Let's take a look. Let's see what I got planned. Let's start right here. I got 2 pieces of galvanized 3/4 inch National Pipe thread pipes. You'd use these like on gas lines and that kind of thing. And let's take a little closer look here. So here's one length here. Here's the other one. And I got a coupler on this one, a cap on this one. And of course, I made sure that I have a cap on this one here. And the reason for these little things, this is a plug on this one here, is to make sure I don't wreck the threads or anything, you know, in transporting and moving around and that kind of thing. But if you take a look here, this is the handle that goes on right here, and I put a cap on there too. This handle for the post hole auger itself. Now I get about a 36-inch dug hole down to the end here. Well, you can see the difference is about 42 inches. It fits right in here. So of course I put a plug in here too to make sure the threads don't get contaminated with dirt and rust and everything else. And this handle goes right in here. So these are the extensions. And that's all they are is extensions. So I got 4, 8, and 36 inches. So about 11 feet I figure I can go down. So what do you guys think? So I am going to punch a hole in the ground up at my camp and dig a well. This here will do an 8-inch hole, and there's one more part to this. Okay, so the other part that's missing in this is my Kubota tractor. On the back of my Kubota tractor, I've shown before on my channel, digging a hole, and it's a 9-inch auger, and it can punch a hole 48 inches deep, no problem, real fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tractor, I'm going to bring it down to the spot that I want to actually put a well, and I'm going to punch a hole first with the tractor, then I'm going to use these extensions, and I'm going to go down as far as I can. Now I'm going to use the 4-inch PVC sewer pipe to go down. I'll show all this stuff in the future. I got to do a bit at a time. It takes a lot of planning and a lot of figuring out. But the spot that I'm going to pick, I'm almost positive for sure I'm going to get good amount of water flow. But you know what? You have to try. And this is the only resolve I could figure out, because anywhere near my camp all the way around, it is like, well, I don't think there's any water there. That's for sure. So you go where the water is. And when you take a look in part 2, well, we're going to be up at my camp and we're going to be doing this work. And we're going to find out. Because the best way to find out if you can do something is actually get up, get out of bed, and do it yourself. So this is what we're going to do. So stay tuned for the part 2. It's going to be further on in the season. And, you know, when the snow's all gone and the bugs are all gone and I can actually get to work without getting eaten alive by bugs up there. You guys stay tuned. Come back for part 2. And I'll put a link down below for part 2 when it actually happens. In the meantime, you guys never seen this channel before, stay tuned. You're going to see a lot more in the future and a lot of fun up in Northern Ontario. Me punching a well through the ground, and hopefully we can get down to about 9 feet. I would be happy. And you know what? after I get the hole in, and hopefully that's successful, then I got to figure out how I'm going to move this water from at least 200 feet away to where I want it to go. You guys take care. Hope you had some fun watching this, because it's going to be a lot of fun watching me trying to wrangle this going through the ground. Cheers.